In Salonica, I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if he knows he has a kid with a poxy head. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. Oh, and when the war is over, what will the soldiers do? They'll be hopping around in a leg and a half, and the slackers will have two. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. Oh, and when the war is over, what will the slackers do? We'll be all around the soldiers for the loan of a bob or two. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. Tax the sugar, and then he taxed the tea, and then he broke inscription and took me man away. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. Oh, they taxed a pound of butter, they taxed the halfpenny bun, but still with all their taxes they can't pay the bloody hunt. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. For he lays us in the pheno and puts us on the grass. He leaves us in the family way and leaves us on our earth. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. For there's lino in the parlour and in the kitchen too, a glass back chiffonier that we got from Dicky Glue. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy. As a kid with a poxy head. So right away, so right away, so right away, Salonica, right away, me soldier boy.
City's GPO, brave heroes and their enemies fell, civilians in between, and among the dead and fallen were the children of 16. Children of the tenement slums who daily with their pals a brazen wild brigade sprang up between the two canals with their handcarts over cobblestone. They rattled, skid and tore, barefooted as they scavenged through the crossfire and the gore. A war zone of the capital, the bombs and shelling made, and snipers' bullets pierced and whipped the sulphur April haze. There was fighting from the Union to the mill above the green, and it made a great excitement for the children of 16. Grave and bloody toll, but through their blood and martyrdom, Republic soon was born. High lofted streets and buildings now, their names can e'er be seen, but still missing from pages are the children of 16. The Connolly we know would rest where they're remembered on a pedestal alone. And are they not the fathers of our nation proud and free? And our sisters and our brothers then, the children of 16.
At the turning of the century, I was a boy of 5. My father went to fight the Boers, and he never came back alive. My mother left to bring us up, no charity she'd seek, so she washed and scrubbed and scraped along on 7-6 a week. When I was 12 I left the school and went to find a job. With growing kids me ma was glad at the extra couple of bob. I'm sure that better schooling could have stood me in good stead, but you can't afford refinement when you're struggling for your bread. And when the Great War came along, I didn't hesitate. I took the royal shilling and went off to do me bit. I fought in mud and tears and blood, 3 years or thereabout, till I copped some gas in Flanders and was invalided out. And when the war was over and we'd finished with the guns, I got back in the civvies, for I thought the fighting done. We'd won the right to live in peace, but we didn't have such luck, for soon we found we had to fight for the right to go to work. In 26 the general strike found me out on the streets, for I had a wife and kids by then, and their needs I couldn't meet. But a brave new world was coming, and the brotherhood of man. But when the strike was over, we were back where we began. Oh, I struggled through the 30s, out of work now and again. I saw the black shirts marching and the things they did in Spain. But I brought me kids up decent and I taught them wrong from right. But then Hitler was the boy who came and showed them how to fight. My daughter was a land girl, she got married to a Yank. They gave me son a medal for stopping one of Rommel's tanks. He was wounded just before the end, and he convalesced in Rome. And he went and married an Italian nurse and never bothered coming home. Oh, my daughter writes me once a month a cheerful little note about their coloured tellies and the other things they've got. She has a son, a likely lad, he's nearly 21. But they tell me now he's being called up to fight in Vietnam. Oh, we're living on the pension now, and it doesn't go too far. Not much to show for a life that seems like one long bloody war. When you think of all the wasted lives, it makes you want to cry. I'm not sure how to change things, but by Christ, we'll have to try.
With our nets and gale fair on the wild and wasteful ocean, it's out there on the deep that we harvest and reap our bread. We haunt the bonny shores of Faring. It was on a fair and a pleasant day, to Yarmouth Harbour I was faring, as a cabin boy on a sailing lugger, to hunt the bonny shoulder there. Now you're up on deck, you're a fisherman, you can swear and show a manly bearing. Take a turn at a watch with the other fellas as you're hunting for the shoulder there. Now we fished the sward and the broken bank, I was hooking nigh the quarter sharing, and And I used to sleep standing on me feet, and I dream about the shoulder there. Well, we left our home grounds in the month of June, and for Granny Shields we soon were bearing, with 100 Quran or the silver dart we'd taken from the shoulder there. The biting winds and the living gales, just to earn your daily bread you're faring, from the Dover Straits to the Faroe Islands, or to hunt as one shoulder there. Well, I earned me keep and I paid me way, I earned the gear that I was wearing, sailed 10,000 miles, caught 10 million fishes, and we hunted for the shoulder there. Night and day the seas were bare. Come wind, come hail, our winter gale, sweating our cold, growing old or dying, as we haunt the bonny shoals of Rooneys Beo.
Take a pleasant walk. I sat me down by an
Yeah.